went at my nose.
How many shots are you gonna take over there?
I took 2.
Right? Welcome back to part 2 of Christmas Eve, or not Christmas Eve, live New Year's Eve. I've had too much.
The time warp again.
I just want to get a head start.
And apparently, I've had too much of a head start.
When I asked her about the going home, it's Sunday before I forgot. We're just gonna meet at 4
Or are
o'clock.
you slow? You're
About
talking
to.
about Christmas Eve.
I said K. I know how she said.
Without further ado, let's burn it.
Wouldn't burn.
What? No, she's still there. No, she just left apparently. As soon as I sent K and she read it, she was like, I guess I gotta leave, I'm sure.
Oh, somebody was watching.
Who's leaving?
No, Suzanne's on her way home finally.
Where was she?
Meeting Renee. Pick up the dirty notice. She got the mail.
I just told you that. A lot of shit's happened since then.
Pay attention.
Not really.
I have a very busy mind.
Lighter.
A lot of
Oh,
shit
wait.
has happened for me personally since you told me that.
Thank you.
Why are you throwing shit at people? Thank you. Say, where's my kisses, woman? Can you not push on me?
No.
Here, somebody feels like this.
I'll do it.
Well, then what the fuck are we gonna do with that?
Well, we could drink it.
Yeah, it's flat as fuck, I can promise you that.
You might want to take the label off that
Yeah.
box.
I saw.
Thank you. He took the balloon off the flipping leash. I put it on.
She said, okay. Just okay.
Mommy's got it. Look, it's right there. See? Mommy's got it, baby. You said you needed a 2-liter.
Need a bucket, too.
You got a 2-liter now.
Need a bucket.
I can help with that. It's okay.
And so I think.
Yep.
It's okay, Lou.
Oh, wait.
They're lucky I ain't got 2-step. I'll make them motherfuckers show fireworks.
Okay, good.
Fire crotch.
More.
You were supposed to. Never mind. I'm just.
I am a natural redhead, and I know what color my pubes are. I am a firecracker.
That is not at all what that was referring to. That was more of an insult than anything, and I did not expect for you to. I'm sorry.
At least what I've always associated with that.
Fire crotch? Yeah, I've always associated it with.
Well, this is what everyone else calls fire crotch.
Oh, because everyone growing up, I always got asked, "So, are your fire crotch? Do the curtains match the drapes?"
Yeah, fuck
Bullshit. And I'm like, I mean, technically, yes. They didn't used to. They used to be black as could be. And then as I got older, they just started to match them. Okay,
How many
whatever.
shots did she have already?
Just the one.
2.
I'm surprised she didn't fucking. Well, maybe one day you're lucky enough you'll be able to tell which one. Till then, don't ask.
Well, Holly could already tell you which one.
I really don't care.
I was like, I'm pretty sure pretty much everyone. No, because I keep it shaved so much. You guys can't really see it when you're long.
I have.
I mean, I'm
It's
a
not
man
like
who
I'm
prefers shave, so I don't particularly care.
Not aware. That's why I could care less about talking about it in front of you, because you don't care. That's the point. If you cared, I definitely wouldn't have
I'm
said
working on
anything.
I'm just trying to figure out what this has to do with scuba divers in Mississippi.
I'm pretty sure that's not what we were talking about, though.
Boss man will text me. You watching the game? Yeah, getting notifications. Really ain't worth watching.
Babe. Overeater. Come on now. We need you to get together.
I present to you a 2-liter bottle of this. Yeah, I guess. I know, it seems like you just had it, didn't it?
Yes. Oh, shit. Motherfucker. I can't reach. She usually tosses it to me.
Nice.
Oh, I can catch like a motherfucker. Ask him. Until I get 2 stones and then I'm like, hey.
I just told him I'm streaming. You don't have ESPN? I usually stream it, but kind of can't have other crap in the background right now. You won't be able to hear us.
Sweet girl.
Oh, you realize you don't have to do that in a 5-gallon bucket, right? You can do it right in a sink. You can't do it on camera, but you can do it in a sink. I've done it that way in Kentucky when I was 19 with my sister. That's how we did it. We took the bottle. Now I realize what you're talking about. We did it in a sink. Oh God, that was when I felt my first real high, guys.
Oh, Lord.
Was the 90-day gravity bomb?
I haven't
They're amazing.
Well, that was in Kentucky. I was 19. I smoked, but only pretty much with them. And the guy was like, I don't feel anything.
Yeah,
And then I
15
was
minutes
like,
later.
Ooh, munchies, and like I couldn't move. I just sat there. And they brought me food. She was the first one to get me fully high. She was the first one to get me fully drunk. She was the first one to give me dab. I didn't see her often, but she was always my first for adult things.
Baby.
Actually, I was.
What'd you send me?
Thing on Facebook. Lucy.
Because I was 19 the first time that I got truly high and truly drunk. It was both that year.
Please don't let my phone sit on the edge like that. She's expensive.
She needs started, by the way.
Here.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
So he thinks that's a big TV? I fucked around and sent him this one. No, that's big enough though.
Hey.
Down, easy run for fourth. Nick Bickett now another second one for them. Second and 1. Ritter in the shotgun. Ford to his left.
What are you
Three
doing?
wides to the left. Quarterback will follow Ford. And he'll get to the 25-yard
Look at Mama.
line. And it's a first down.
Is it your hand now?
I didn't mean to call you.
Okay.
I know it goes to Mark, but you're closer.
Yeah, light the bomb with your vape, buddy. That's a great idea.
Babe, turn it around.
No shit. I knew I had to turn it around.
Shiny side up. Go on the red
Pointy
part.
side in.
You seem like you needed a little help.
Alicia did it the other day. She almost did it backwards.
Anybody have some KY in the house?
What?
Not specifically.
Like KY
but
jelly? No?
You know, something that's, slippery enough to get big things in the small holes.
Yeah,
You know,
I got
you
lube.
probably drive a Cadillac into a doghouse.
I got lube. We're almost out though, to be fair. I do have oil though. Hair oil will work.
Oh, no. That causes too much mess.
Coconut oil works great.
Well, see, I need to be able to slide said foot into said ass.
Yeah, there's vegetable oil.
I ain't even
Or olive oil. We have options in there for you.
Is it peanut oil?
Maybe.
How sturdy is that fucking key sword up there?
Let's see there.
That's correct. You
Uh,
gotta touch all my hats
Not
before you
very.
take it down, fucko. I will torture your hand to make you look like Anakin.
mm.
I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. Good girl. Good girl.
We need more Deadpool stickers.
Why?
More importantly, why not? I'm waiting for you to come up with some type of.
I don't have nothing right now.
I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more creative on the spot there, babe. Just saying.
It was in the hallway. I just gave it to him to play with. I'm surprised he still even played it. I know, I just finished one. I don't.
Well, you can tell who's not wearing a bra. That's rude.
You fuck, really?
It's me. I'm the one not wearing a bra.
It is, man. I see the nipples a mile away.
They're just off screen, though.
January 18th.
Don't worry.
So have you seen Flicka?
Yeah, it had your
That goes
baby.
long.
You be fighting her, not me.
I'm just saying, no.
That is
You have
hers.
to call them and tell them.
That is mine.
So,
That is mine.
But I can't call them until the Monday.
so yeah.
Like before.
Let's not have any situations with it in my hands that would jeopardize its safety.
Oh, you mean like a potential?
You
foot?
break my bong, I break your foot.
If you
My-
catalyst
One or two of my
Or
foot's already
catalyst.
possibly fractured, so
or
you're not
any
gonna be
domino
doing much
effects
more
leading
damage.
to.
Still, don't break my bong.
I'm not breaking
So
this.
Starbucks regular coffee.
No, Dunkin' is 1,000 times better.
They put 3 giant packs of sugar in this fucking thing. Cause I was like,
We
so I
have
got coffee
a,
while I was waiting on her because she was like, yeah, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Traffic was hell. And then she couldn't get in the fucking car because it was insane. So I'm just standing there watching her car go. For only 10 minutes. Till she's like, fuck it. She goes over like at the other end of the fucking plaza to go park over there near the end of T-Mobile. And I'm like,
You see what I did there?
yeah. She's also probably not going to be talking to my mom anymore either.
Alright.
You can see hands, but you see nothing.
So- We only talked for like a couple minutes just to kind of catch up because she was like, so how you doing? I'm like, better and whatnot. But
See.
I was like, I was telling her that she was like, well,
See?
are you doing okay? Because
See?
she didn't know. She didn't know anything about the blood sport thing, shockingly. But my mother's just full of shit. Because I asked her, I was like, yeah, I guess you'd call mom, wondering what was going on. And she goes, I asked her because she's like, I didn't ask what was going on. She's like, I called her because Alicia texted me trying to find Zach. And then your mom texted me trying to find Zach. And I was like, what happened? Like making sure that,
I was trying to grab
nothing like seriously wrong happened. And your mom kind of bit my head off. And I'm like,
you trying to be
that sounds
half
more
body today,
the
not
right
Two
part of the
Face shit.
conversation. And I gave her the rundown of what happened because all she knew was that I went to the hospital and that's all she knew. She didn't know anything about the diagnosis or nothing. So I told her like a quick rundown of it. And she's like, that sounds familiar. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, but were you drinking? And I went, hardly. I told her, what the psychiatrist and doctor said, and she went, so a lot of that was psychotic breaks. I went, mm-hmm. She's like, yeah, that explains a lot. She's like, I've been telling you for years. I said, Renee, it didn't matter if you would have told me for years. I'm like, do you remember how stubborn-headed we both were? She's like, yeah. I mean, I apologized to her for it, being like, look, I'm sorry that I did it. I'm like, do I wish I could go back and change it? Yes and no. The only thing that hurt really was we stood there talking for about 10 minutes. Just quick. And her and Tim are engaged now. I think she was trying to hide the engagement ring from me because she kept putting her hand over her other hand, and then she went to go readjust her beanie. And I saw it and I went, oh, when's the wedding? And she went to go hide it, and I was like, Renee, y'all are engaged, right? And she's like, yeah. And then kind of put it back down. I was like, when's the wedding? She goes, I don't know. And I'm like, well, congratulations, it's great. And then I thought the conversation was going okay. And she didn't even know Zach was in town. I was like, yeah, he's in town. I'm like, he's at my house. I'm like, I don't know for how much longer. I'm like, but if you want to hang out with him, I'm like, I don't know how he'd get to you, but if you want to come pick him up, I'm like, I can ask Felicia if it's okay if you just sit outside while he comes out to you and you guys hang out. And she's like, well, I'm sure I could figure something out. I'm like, I don't know if you want to be comfortable with that. And she's like, yeah. She's like, Tim always just tells me just be safe. I'm like,
Whatever.
yeah, understandably so. And then I was like, I don't know what your schedules are or whatever. I'm like, you may see me and Alicia up there because I can tell her all about crepes. And she's like, yeah, your crepe is still on there. She already knows what I was talking about. Mine.
If you can scrape one together,
Already have.
One that I just love.
good for you.
It's one of the most popular ones. I'm like, yeah.
You
that's
think
the
I'd
one
be
I
wasting
Alicia about.
fuel if I didn't already
And-
think that?
I was like, well,
Come
never
on
know.
now.
I'm like,
I don't
Alicia's
know.
always off weekends, so
You were also
I'm like,
trying
if
to
we
light
run
the
into
bottom
it or
of your
something, I'm like,
vape.
now that we're all around the same area, I'm like,
And
You shut the hell up.
because she
You shut the hell up.
For like, it was 10 minutes, and she's like,
Yeah,
What
you
else
nobody,
did
didn't
I
close your
miss?
hair on because I was apologizing.
nobody asked you.
Because it is something I'm gonna have to
Well,
do with my therapy. I'm gonna have to actually give her the proper apology for
They
everything I
damn sure
did.
didn't.
Because a lot of it, yeah, she did provoke me a fuck ton, but there were plenty of times I didn't need to be provoked. I just didn't care. And so I was trying to do that. She's like, is this really a big closure? I'm like, I'm over it. I'm like, but I want to properly apologize to you. And she was like, okay. And then as I'm saying this at the end, she goes, Suzanne, I wish you no ill will whatsoever. She's like, I would never do that, but I don't like you. I just don't like you. And I'm like, okay. Like, there we were talking for 10 minutes like civil people, and then that. And I'm like,
She's really good at that customer service stuff.
it wouldn't have, I don't know. I'm over here like, okay, ow. Like, I'm trying to be civil, and that kind of hurt. Like, I'm trying to actually apologize for something that I know was wrong, and I get hit with that, and I'm like, why did I even bother?
Well, because now y'all both have said it.
That's basically all I wanted, was just to get it out.
Well, now you have.
I mean, she says she's happy I'm getting better, but
I mean, the dust is still settling in both of y'all's heads right now after, conversation and stuff. But, in short,
she thinks I'm not over her, and I'm like, oh, yes, I am. I don't want to be with her anymore.
Tetelestai.
Huh?
Tetelestai.
What?
It means it is finished.
Okay.
Lucy, can you stop?
Let me go sit down.
Jack, please.
Jack McGee, please.
Jack's in the kitchen. He'll be right back. So, what you think about that?
I think somebody needs to take this bottle before I drop it.
I think fondly of that.
That's not to her, but
How beautiful. There you go.
It's fashion.
And this is why you guys are the best friends. You know how to read a room.
I make a living off of reading rooms, hon. I legit do.
I make a living off of putting your water, shit, and electricity where it needs to go.
And you know what?
You also
That's a
think to be-
fucking honorable profession.
It's really boring, though.
It's really boring, but that's because y'all have gotten it down to a science over thousands of years. Aqueducts and sewage has been around since pre-Roman shit.
In 2 days, we did
Pun
130.
intended.
But you also didn't
In 2 days, we did 130.
intelligent to see
Mhm.
4 people
that it was bothering you.
in a big ass neighborhood.
Now imagine how difficult it would have been doing it without all your equipment like 2,000-3,000 years ago.
We weren't doing it with equipment. We were doing it with shovels. This was straight in.
This is where I'm getting at here.
Y'all motherfuckers dead.
Huh?
I said, y'all motherfuckers are dead.
Dead to hell.
He said Cincinnati's coming for
Why
us,
did you say that?
So,
baby. He said Cincinnati was coming for us. 17.
It was her guilt story. She does that.
you good?
He's great.
We'll get a glass of wine.
It's great.
We'll get a glass of wine next.
Glad she got her closure or whatever the fuck she thinks she needed. But she did exactly what I asked her specifically before she left the fucking house to not do. But if I say anything, I should have respected and trusted her enough to know that that's all that it was. But she should have respected me enough to maybe respect how I felt about the situation. I trusted her enough to let her go by herself. She should have respected me enough to do one thing I asked.
She's gonna go anywhere and get people that she didn't keep us the fuck up. She's gonna
Y'all know we're still recording, right?
It's okay.
So anyway,
Who doesn't like drama?
me,
Me.
I'm
Yeah, but people love to watch drama. Keeps them interested. They're like, ooh, now I'm involved.
This isn't fucking All My Life, though. Or General Hospital.
Well, then start talking weed.
I am.
We could have been having a whole conversation back here, and you could have been listening and monologuing right there. That was your time. While we
This
were
is
distracted.
live. I ain't editing a goddamn thing. This is being put the fuck up, and if you don't like it, get the fuck off. And yes, I do sincerely mean that. You don't like the channel? You don't like the content?
No.
I-
I don't know if there's anybody watching.
This is the reason that I didn't drink all week when I was working. Because I had to be up so early. Tomorrow's Saturday. That's why I waited, and I was like, we're gonna party on New Year's Eve anyway.
Oh,
in that we're gonna party like it's 1699.